The allegation from one current and one former Trump Gulf Resort employee, both of whom were undocumented immigrants, is that not only did they work at the president's golf course in New Jersey, but that the management there helped them get forged documents so they could keep their jobs. And for a president who has railed against illegal immigrants taking American jobs, that can't be good news.
Support sanctuary cities, cities of crime, that flood our streets with criminal aliens and violent gangs. Our country should be a sanctuary for law-abiding Americans, not criminal aliens.
Turns out President Trump, who has made attacking illegal immigrants one of the foundations of his presidency, actually employs undocumented immigrants at least one of his resort properties and perhaps many more. Like Victorina Morales on the left. Morales has worked at the Trump National Golf Club in New Jersey for 5 years and made Trump's bed and dusted his golf trophies.
So you
would make the beds, you would clean the bathrooms, you would dust, you would vacuum for the residents.
Morales, an undocumented immigrant from Guatemala, crossed the Mexican border into the U.S. in 1999, and the New York Times reports she obtained a false Social Security number and ID card in Los Angeles before heading to New Jersey. She claims her bosses at the Trump Golf Resort knew she was undocumented, but hired her anyway.
So he said it doesn't matter. We need someone whether or not they have documents.
And CBS News reports Morales claims that sometime later, the man on the left of this photo, who was a club facilities manager, actually gave her money to get an updated fake green card and Social Security card. An attorney representing Morales was asked by CBS News correspondent Adriana Diaz about the claim that the bosses knew the papers were false.
How do you know that those fraudulent documents were procured with the assistance or awareness of the club?
And that is why my clients are willing to cooperate with federal authorities and with state authorities so they can provide details.
Sandra Diaz, who was also undocumented at the time, says she also worked at the golf resort for 3 years, including the first year after Trump acquired the club. In fact, their attorney claims at least a dozen undocumented immigrants are still on the club's payroll, which, if true, would be in conflict with everything the president says he stands for. The attorney produced Victorina Morales' 2017 W-2 wage and tax statement, which lists her employer as Lamington Farm Club, LLC, which is the legal corporate name of the Trump Golf Club. The listed address is Trump Tower in New York. A spokeswoman for the Trump Organization responded with this statement. We have tens of thousands of employees across our properties and have very strict hiring practices. If an employee submitted false documentation in an attempt to circumvent the law, they will be terminated immediately. A spokeswoman for CHRLA, the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, charges President Trump wants to have it both ways.
Trump looks for people to take advantage of. He's taken advantage of workers, and he's taken advantage of immigrants. And this is par for the course for him. We've known for a long time also that this is a person who doesn't think the rules apply to him.
But a Trump campaign advisor told CNN Thursday night that this case just proves that so many jobs are going to undocumented immigrants and not to American citizens.
You know what it proves? The fact that she was able to work there and the fact that she illegally used counterfeit documents to get that job. It shows us how pernicious and pervasive this problem is of illegal immigration.
Now, again, it's important to make clear that there is no evidence that President Trump actually knew about the undocumented employees on the payroll at that New Jersey resort. And it's not even clear whether high-ranking Trump Organization executives knew about it. But the workers claim, as you saw, that at least 2 supervisors at the club location not only knew about what was going on, but took action to help them evade detection and stay on the job. Sharon, back to you.